Are you looking for a great charity to support? So I have Emily Bliss here with Coldwell Banker Gundaker. Emily, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So you have a foundation called the Flying Pigs. So I don't know where that name came from, but where did this charity start, and kind of where is it headed?
So, about 15 years ago, our old neighbors, had a son that had spinal muscular atrophy. Unfortunately, Ryan passed away 6 months into his life. And at that time, when they had moved in, he would have been, I would say, 6 years old.
Okay.
At the time, we were in the process of getting our daughter diagnosed with a neuromuscular disease.
Wow.
And it was kind of like that eye-opening of, here's two neighbors living right next door to each other. How does this even happen? They've lost their son. We're in this process. So
Sure.
we connected, but they had already started the foundation when they were doing some donations at the time. And I think they originally had done a trivia night. But when I kind of came on board, it was about, what else can we do?
Sure.
Let's make this bigger.
Yeah.
If anybody knows me, it's just let's
That's
make it
right,
bigger,
that's
right? So we started our efforts together as a family and started to create this foundation and started to annually raise money.
Yeah.
So our story is based on, at the time, Olivia was 10. And
So Olivia's your oldest.
Olivia's my oldest. She's now 22 years old.
Is she out of Mizzou?
She
or-
is graduated.
She's graduated already.
Yes.
Awesome.
She is a graduate looking for a job.
And she did a lot of stuff at Mizzou to help with wheelchair-bound people and handicap
Yep.
accessibility,
So she
right?
was part of the Coalition for Disabilities. So
That's so awesome.
yeah, so she's done a lot. She's had a lot of changes that have happened at the stadium and some really cool stuff
Yeah, she's an
around
amazing
campus.
kid. She's an amazing kid.
Yeah, she's
Should be
done a
proud.
good job. So, but our story continues with the MD. We do now have, since then, both the other two, which Isabella is 19 and Bodhi is 13, they have both been diagnosed with muscular
my
dystrophy as well.
gosh.
So I am not just a carrier. I also do have some of the symptoms, but obviously more at a milder form.
Right.
Olivia currently is not wheelchair bound, but she is still ambulatory, but she does use her wheelchair to get around.
Yeah.
The other two, I would say, are mild, but we are seeing some decreasing effects.
Man,
So
it's a lot to deal with.
it is. But, this is why we've created this foundation, because we're finding out 15 years ago, since Ryan has passed away, there is now meds for these kids because of research.
Awesome.
So these kids with spinal muscular atrophy are coming out, they're walking, they are breathing on their own and have life.
That's awesome.
So,
That's
I mean,
awesome.
just a short 15 years, it didn't save Ryan, but now we're finding with all the money that, we raise, it's
Uh-huh.
going towards all that research.
Wow. How much do you guys usually raise with this event?
So, I mean, we've raised, when we first started out, it may have been a short $20,000. I mean, we've had years we've raised $45,000 or $50,000.
Wow.
Yeah, just in one event,
Man,
one
that
night.
feels good.
It does.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you're doing great work.
Well, thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about the Flying Pigs event that's coming up?
Yeah, sure. Great. So we do the annual night at the races. So it is a horse race. So it's very interactive. You are betting on horses. You get to, I say ride horses, but really you're just making the horses go down
so
the
fun.
track. It
So
is
fun.
so fun. And then you get to roll dice. You get to participate in the event all night long. So you're getting up out of your chair and you're betting, and there's auction items to bet on.
So it's kind of like a trivia night where you bring your own food to the table and bring your own drinks. Don't you guys supply some drinks and stuff
So
too?
we do supply some drinks.
And food, right?
And food. So Sugar Fire is always there. So Sugar Fire, our local Sugar Fire, comes in and supplies, and they give their proceeds back,
awesome.
part of their proceeds back to us.
They're
so.
good people. That's
Mhm.
awesome. So how would somebody go about signing up for the event for the night at the races?
So we have an event page on the Flying Pigs Foundation Facebook page, so they can go down and they could just click on the link, and it will take them to an Eventbrite.
And we'll put the link on this video.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as I mentioned, you're also with Coldwell Banker
hmm
Gundaker. Do you have any listings coming up or any buyers needs that you're looking for right now?
Always buyer's needs. So
Yeah,
I could sit here and we could talk about this all day.
right.
But as far as a listing, I do have one. It's 3 Fairway Circle in St. Charles. It's a condo. It's going to
Okay.
be listed at 147.
Uh-huh.
It's completely gutted. It's a ground level. It does have a parking garage space and a parking space, which is nice. So
Very
it's
nice.
very accessible.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And then the other thing is that your husband just joined my team at First Integrity Mortgage Services.
He
So
did.
we're happy to have Tim there, and
Will
been
be a
seeing,
double threat.
yeah, I've been seeing his face the last couple days. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what the future holds for him as well as you. Thanks for telling the audience about your Flying Pigs event. I know it's always fun. Me and Molly always have a group there, and I do some support of
Right.
that. And I love it. So we always have a fun evening, and it's really a good time, and it's really a great cause, especially having Olivia there. You know, rolling around in her wheelchair and saying hi to everybody and selling raffle tickets and stuff like that. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, we try to make it a family event. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. There's lots of ways to donate too. So, if you can't make it,
Uh-huh.
make sure that if you want to reach out to me, you can. We're looking for raffle baskets, we're looking for auction items.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so anything that can be auctioned off or silent auctioned off, we would greatly appreciate
Oh,
it.
there you go.
Or
Nice.
sponsorships if you're looking to advertise too.
Okay.
That's always a good way to get involved as well.
When did we say when the event was?
We didn't. It's February 24th.
February 24th, and that's in the evening.
Yep, so at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6. So there will be food supplied by Sugar Fire. Well, you'll have to pay for the food, but that will be there. Feel free to bring your own drinks and whatever, but
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Em. I'll talk to you soon.
thank you. Thanks
right.
for having me.
Bye, everyone.